Alright, welcome back. So today we will be solving this question. Given that sine 2 theta is equals to 3/5 and 2 theta is an obtuse angle, and without finding the values of theta, find the value of cosine 2 theta, and hence find the value of sine theta and sine 3 theta. So at this point, we have been given a constraint, which is without finding the values of theta. It means that we cannot do the inverse sine and then find the exact value of theta and then sub into the theta here and here to find the value. Okay, this is not allowed. So whenever we are given this constraint, right, to solve the question, most of the time we will need to draw the triangle in Cartesian plane. Alright, so now let's solve the first part of the question, which is find the value of cosine 2 theta, and this part is like a hint. Later we will know why. Alright, so find the value of cosine theta. What we can do here is that we can try to draw the triangle in Cartesian plane. So given that sine 2 theta is equal to 3/5 and 2 theta is obtuse angle, which means, right, this 2 theta, the angle will be in the second quadrant. Alright, and then given the information, sine 2 theta is equal to 3/5, which means that the opposite is 3 and the hypotenuse is 5. So using Pythagoras theorem, you will get here is 4. So since here is the negative x value, I will add a negative. Okay, so here we have our triangle. To find cosine 2 theta, right, we just need to take the value of adjacent over hypotenuse. The adjacent will be -4 and the hypotenuse will be 5. So here we got cosine 2 theta. Okay, so now let's try to solve A. Find the value of sine theta. So given the information of sine 2 theta and then we are asked to find sine theta, so most of us will try to use this formula, this double angle formula. Sine 2 theta equals to 2 sine theta cosine theta. Since we have the value of sine 2 theta, which is 3/5, we have this value, and then we are looking for this sine theta. Okay, in order to be able to find this sine theta, we need to have the value of cosine theta as well. But do we have the value of cosine theta? We don't. We don't have this value as well. So if within one question we have two unknowns, we will not be able to find the answer. Alright, so this is not the formula that we're going to use to solve A. Alright, instead we're going to use this one, the third formula. Alright, we can try to link sine theta with cosine 2 theta by using this double angle formula. So we know that cosine 2 theta is equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. To find sine theta, we just need to shift all the numbers away from the sine square theta. So in this case, we will have cosine 2 theta minus 1 over -2. Alright, I shift the 1 and I shift the -2. Next, to find sine theta, we just need to add a square root. So when we add a square root, we add plus and minus. Square root cosine 2 theta minus 1 over -2. Alright, to find the value of sine theta, we just need to sub in the value of cosine 2 theta at here. Okay, so equals to plus and minus square root cosine 2 theta is equals to -4/5 minus 1 over -2. So using calculator, this will give us a value of, let me scroll down a little bit, 3 square root 10 over 10, plus and minus. Next, we need to determine whether both plus and minus are accepted or not. This depends on the angle of theta, and given by the question, 2 theta is obtuse, which means if we find single theta, 1 theta, it will be acute for sure. Sine any acute angle will be always positive. Therefore, the final answer is just positive. Okay, so only positive is accepted. Alright, so this is our final answer for sine theta. Now to solve B, sine 3 theta, what we can do is that we can try to break 3 theta into 2 theta plus theta. So here we can use the formula of compound angle and rewrite the equation as sine 2 theta cosine theta plus cosine 2 theta sine theta. Alright, so we have the value of sine 2 theta, which is, let's go back to top, which is 3 over 5. So here you will have 3 over 5. Cosine theta, we don't know yet. Cosine 2 theta, negative 4 over 5. And sine theta, which is equals to 3 square root 10 over 10. So to get the final answer, we need to find the value of cosine theta. To find cosine theta, we have a few ways. The first way is to use the formula of double angle again, whereby cosine 2 theta is equals to 2 cosine square theta minus 1. And another one is using this double angle from sine 2 theta. Okay, let me get some space here. Okay, erase this part. So sine 2 theta is equals to 2 sine theta cosine theta, and we know that sine 2 theta is 3 over 5, and sine theta we have just found, which is 3 square root 10 over 10. You can find it here, and we left cosine theta. So to find cosine theta, we just need to shift all the numbers away from it. You will have 3 over 5 divide with 2 divide with 3 square root 10 over 10. Alright, so equals to, okay, so we can sub in here, square root 10 over 10. So the final answer, just key everything into your calculator, negative 9 square root 10 over 50. Alright, so that's the final answer. If you find it helpful, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.